Hey, hi everyone, welcome to Happy Teach Learning Tutorials. Here I am again with one of the SQL interview questions, again asked in one of the interviews. The challenge here was, the question seems pretty easy to me, okay, but then what was the challenge over here is we need to pass certain quality tests where we call them as data quality test, whether it is passing all the tests or not. Okay, so there was certain samples being given to test your query. If your query falls and passes all those tests, then only it will be a success, otherwise it will not be a success. So if we write a query in a certain format which is correct, right, no matter whatever sample is being given or being passed, your answers would be perfect and correct. It will always pass. So there is a certain logic and certain way to solve a problem. So how to solve this problem? Let's see. It's quite easy. If you see, we have always calculated average in our in the math sessions, right? Who has not done that? Everybody has done that, right? So now it's the time to solve this. So let's see. First, what are they asking? Find the student ID. So where is the student ID? Have we seen it somewhere? So let's first quickly query the table. So I can see the student ID is present in student, but right now if you see here it says STU ID and here it says student ID. So I have to make it this. So I will say what? To get the student ID, I will just select STU ID. I can get it from student table. Okay, from student. Okay, this is done, right? Now second, what do I want? I want student name. So I can see student name is again in this student table. So I'll simply say STU ID as student ID, comma, STU name as student name as an alias. Alright, so these two are there for me. Now third thing comes. What is that third thing? Let's try to create a subquery first. Okay, if I say I get all the student IDs and student name, the challenge level, I have to create this. So there is no column. If I see both the tables, I don't see any column like challenge level. So how can I create this column? I need to create this logic basically as the average marks scored are greater than or equal to 70. Then easy. So let's quickly first create the try to create, after these are the direct columns but this is the indirect column, right? We have to create a query, subquery for this. How to solve this? So for calculating the average marks scored are greater than or equal to 70, and easy. If the average marks scored is greater than or equal to 50 and less than 70, then medium, else if the average marks scored are less than 50, then hard. Write a SQL statement to execute all the text cases. You will find this on most of the code challenging platforms like LeetCode, like Geek of Geeks, or there are many Ninja, Code Ninja, Turtles. I mean, there are many coding platforms where you will get to see hacker rank. So there you will find most of the you will find this question on most of them, and it's a kind of, I would say, intermediate level question. Alright, so now in order to solve this, let's make a case statement for this particular thing. So how can I do that? So there are two ways. Either you use if else or you use case or a switch statement, right? So if you use a switch statement, what does it say? Select. What do I want to select? I want to select the average of marks. So if you select average, okay, where we use a SQL function as AVG of what? Of the marks score. So marks scored, okay, from where? From, I know I can select it from student table, right? I also want one more thing, which is the task name. Okay, task name. So how can I select the task name? One thing I forgot here. So task name, I can select it from the task table. So if you see the task table, we have the names over here, right? Name is here. So it's called